Enough of this.
It didn't even attempt to defend itself. I've never seen one of its kind be so passive. This parchment the Sand Person brought is remarkable. It is a crude but very clear map of the desert. It marks a door carved into the wall of the Desert Wound Ravine. But I've mapped this ravine and there is no such door.
Perhaps the Sand People know the desert better than you.
Perhaps. An unsettling thought. The ravine marks the farthest I or anyone I know of has dared venture. Here are the coordinates. I will follow stealthed, using the dune's shadows.
Just stay out of my way.
I am not much use in hand-to-hand combat anyway. Darth Barris enlisted my services to be scout and lookout, and I intend to do my job. Head deeper into the desert, and you will find the Desert Wound Ravine. Safe journey.
We'll talk later. Promise.
Wow, I bet you don't need a cannon to flatten a bunker. Still, this might interest you. Navy just deployed the next generation prototype of our top orbital strike weapon. She's a real beauty, let me tell you. I'm supposed to be overseeing test firing against hard targets in the area, but we're on indefinite standby until conditions improve.
Get to the point.
The Exchange is seriously entrenched out here, but they're protecting their strongholds with a wide area signal jammer. It means our targeting systems are useless, even the handheld close-up targeters.
You want this jammer taken out of the picture?
You got it in one. Once that jammer's out of commission, we can blow up anything we want, anytime we want. You with me on this? You could be the first to debut this beauty's 10-kiloton Roth.
It's only fitting that I have this honor.
You're honoring the entire project with your support, my lord. The Exchange leaders are the only ones with access to the jammer. Their security spikes would let you shut it down. With the jammer out of commission, you can use this targeter to blow any Exchange assets in the area sky high. Hit anything you can get in range of. Bigger the better, just don't stand too close. I'll look forward to the light show.
Oh, my lord, it's so good you're here. Band of filthy Jawas cracked into one of the Zerka Corporation's abandoned compounds we recently unearthed. Made off with every droid in the place.
I suspect you're seeking my assistance.
The Jawas may have foiled the ideal recovery of these artifacts, but that doesn't mean the Empire can't still benefit from the technology. You see, the stolen droids activated. Now they're systematically hunting down everything around the Jawas' derelict sandcrawler. I've observed their behaviors becoming refined, more efficient. Honestly, it looks like they're learning from trial and error.
I'm quickly losing interest.
Fine. The bottom line is the Empire would benefit from acquiring this technology. Scanning the architecture of the droids' memory cores should give us more insight into their uniform design and their individual differences. Can the Reclamation Service count on your support?
What's in it for me?
I have a budget for the excavation that's completely useless to me now. I don't care where it goes, as long as something's recovered. It's unlikely that the droids will stand idle while you attempt to take a reading. Disabling them will be necessary. Just try not to damage their memory cores while you're taking the fight out of them.
This is preposterous. How can the so-called cream of the Imperial military fail against a bunch of alien savages? I'll have to have the entire company executed for ineptitude. Have you any idea how much paperwork that requires? This would be laughable if it weren't the end of my career.
You should be more cautious when addressing a Sith.
Yes, I beg your pardon, my lord. I meant no disrespect. One of our transports carrying some critical data was shot down over the Dune Sea. So far, our best and brightest have been unable to handle the Sand People. We can't even approach the crash site.
I suppose I could do battle with some savages.
You'll Hell? Really? Assuming the idiot natives haven't fed it to a bantha or something, everything we need is in the ship's black box. If it's not at the crash site, the savages have likely carried it off.
Nice to be out of the sun, but wait for my eyes to adjust, will ya?
Hale, check on Keeler and the others. See if they figured out anything with the artifact.
Sir, I'd like to hear what happened.
Follow orders. I'll brief everyone later. I've sent for water and Colto, my lord. I'm sure the desert was agonizing, but we've been waiting for word. Any sign of Darth Silthar?
Trust me, you don't want that man back.
So, he really didn't make it then. Damn it. We all felt it, but we weren't sure. We're not blasted Sith. Without Silthar, we're just archaeologists with guns. Without him, this whole expedition falls apart.
I think you're out of luck then.
I guess since Silthar brought you into this, now you're out.
Captain Gola!
Last Hale, now's not the time.
The artifact. The one the Jawas found. It's got Kayla. We disabled the dampeners, and there was a flash.
What? Start containment procedures now!
Secien atteste vertine.
Your life is about to end.
Jachroste dies, egesh marwar.
Better check I still have all my parts.
Those creatures. They were my team.
Sir, I think Perrin escaped. He was heading into the desert toward the tribal settlement.
Blast. We'll mourn later. You remember the sons of Palawa. You hit them hard in Mos Ila, but their main village is just a few clicks out. If that creature reaches them, this could get very ugly.
Let our enemies destroy one another.
Under other circumstances, maybe. Not now. Basic rule of xenoarchaeology. You don't unleash a foreign technology into a population center, especially one with a man-machine interface. Worst case, the technology that changed Perrin could replicate. Every person in the settlement could be transformed.
If it transforms them, so be it.
I don't care what your grudge is. We can't let an outbreak occur. Reclamation Service protocol for contaminated sites mandates atomic heat cleansing of everything within a 100-meter radius. We've got a store of beradium explosives for that purpose. Enough to obliterate the Sun's cave village. But I hope it won't come to that.
We should have destroyed the tribals long ago.
If you say so. Get to the caves. Maybe you'll catch Perrin before he's transformed a whole army.
Whatever you say.
You. I knew the Empire used dishonorable tactics, but the ghost of the desert, do you know what it does to people?
The transformation is impressive.
Within the first minute, that terror changed good villagers into murderous machines. There's a war going on in these caves. Now I'll give my brothers the chance to win by keeping you from interfering.
You'll die, along with everyone else in this village.
Ah, for Palawa, I'll fight until our blood becomes an oasis.
Don't get any twisted ideas in that Sithy head of yours.
Ripok nane kari Mariaka. Akam ja lebek memarik. Memyuka hal krama. Niknurga nalo nemneraka. Bragam nemya inubuyen. Akamamka amkananya.
Haven't we had this conversation once already?
Mem ilik meraka. Nayanaram. Kam kalu amikmanik.
Either there are a lot of Nemoidians with attitudes around here, or you've got a serious memory problem.
Nebaga imana, naki naya, bila maknam unya kamna lebek.